What's up, YouTube? My name is Chris Patrick and I'm a competitive shooter. This is episode 2 of my shooting videos, and today, right now, we're going to be talking about my first competition. It happened last Sunday, and that was at Tri-County Gun Club in Tualatin, Oregon. You know where that is. Super fun match. It was some speed steel, and I shot my Glock 17. Safe. That was so much fun. My first competition, as I said, I actually had shot a GSSF event. That's a Glock Sport Shooting Foundation, but those are really lax, and I'm not sure if I'd call that much of a competition, unless you, I mean, it's really a place for beginning shooters. You can win a Glock if you win first place, but that's just because you're paying for membership and whatnot. But if any of you guys have Glocks, look around for your local sporting events places, and man, it's pretty fun. I wouldn't really call it much of a competition. I'd really call it like a shooting kind of intro. The range officers are really good. They baby steps through the whole thing. Really nice guys. That is, if you own a Glock, so you got to shoot a Glock there. But this video is going to be about my first competition, and that's with speed steel. So, the first clip you're going to see is me shooting my Glock 17 and everything going wrong. Anything you can imagine that can go wrong usually does. And that was the case with my first stage that I shot. I recently put a new trigger in my Glock from glocktriggers.com, and I just spoke with the guy today, and super nice guy, and he's helped me fix it. So we're sending everything back and we're getting it reworked. But my trigger wasn't resetting, and so I actually had to load almost every round manually, and that was a pain. I just did not want to deal with that. But, you know, what happens, happens, and I mean, I really learned how to just keep a calm head. So I'm going to go ahead and shoot you guys off to that right now, and see what you guys think.
$1,000. Yeah, I can get that off that website for $1,200.
Absolutely. Shoot ready. Stand by. All I need is the money.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. All right. You're frustrated. Gun issues. Some problems with the Glock. Must load his own ammo. I was going to say that. He's handling it well. Stand by. Yeah.
So you can,
not going click. It's not clicking.
Front sights on my gun.
You get two shots.
That's the high vis front sight.
I have one on my 35. What trigger you put in? I like it. What kind of trigger?
Yeah, I'm just shooting stock Glock sights. And the rear sight's an adjustable.
On my little 40, I've got one of the big dot sights. I love that. Yeah. I'm debating whether to go to all of them that way. Ready? But it is a little special when you shoot down the ranges. At least for
Alright, yeah, so now that you guys saw that, you can feel a little bit of my pain. Not fun. You can hear the guys in the background being like, Glock's having problems? He's handling it well, and I could hear him back there, but man, just did not want any gun malfunctions, because I was, a bit nervous and trying to just, stay calm and get that. But a good lesson learned, no matter what happens, if you have to load every bullet manually, load it manually. If you really have to mag change, if your gun jams, learn how to fix it. Really just keep calm and try and stay at your task. The only unfortunate thing was, if I wouldn't have had that malfunction and my time would have been, a couple seconds shorter on that one, I would have had second place instead of fifth. But I did score 5th on my first competition, so you know, I practice a lot, but I still feel pretty good about that, even with the major malfunction. So the next one is going to be a couple of clips in a row of me shooting. Not all the stages I'm going to be able to fit in the time, but I will show you some good ones. You'll be able to see, you know, all 5 strings of the speed steel, and that is how speed steel is set up. You get to shoot 5 times, you know, 1 string apiece, and then your lowest or your highest time you get a drop. So each stage you get your 4 lowest times, all add them up, and then that's what your time is for that stage. So there's 6 stages, you add all your time up, and that pretty much gives you, you know, what all of your time is, and that's how you compete with everyone else. So if you're ever looking to go into the speed steel, super friendly people, really fun match, and it's just a great shoot. I mean, people where we were like moving their chairs from each stage to stage, you know, sitting back, chatting with people, talking about guns, and then you'd go up and shoot, you know, really fun. We always meet some really nice people. So I'll go ahead and show you those videos and tell you what I learned.
Bruce Tiller.
So, imagine this being a bullet.
Shooter ready. Stand by. Corner 6-2. Shooter ready. Stand by. Shooter ready. Stand by. Stand away. Okay. Shooter ready. Stand by. 3-2-7. Nice.
Very nice.
Always nice
Last
to hear.
straight. Fifth and final.
I tell everybody.
Shooter ready.
Bye.
Stand by.
I did a lot of research. This was
You did good.
You got it. I heard that. Actually, you'll be after that 'cause
Okay.
What's his name?
okay, we're coming out of the ready position, not out of the holder.
Huh?
What's his name?
Okay.
Which one?
Shooter ready. Stand by.
That's what I
5, 6, 6. Shooter ready. Stand by. Shooter ready. Stand by. 6-3.
Go on the internet and look at Dylan Arrow. He makes his own.
Shooter ready. Stand by. Nice. 3, 4, 5. Last one. Fifth and final.
Now it's testing lithium ion.
Shooter ready. Stand by. Nice. 284. Show me clear chamber. Fly.
Alright, there's me shooting. Some things that I learned with my first match. One thing was in speed steel, you actually saw me presenting the weapon from a low ready, and you're actually only supposed to do that with 22s, but the range officer was nice since we told him it was our first time. Even for his safety too, he's like, go ahead and just shoot from a low ready. So, you know, they're really accommodating. I practiced drawing out of my holster a lot, and actually practiced with the range officer afterwards, and he was pretty impressed, so that was really fun to get some one-on-one coaching. But some things that I learned is that your grip is super important, because when you present the gun on that first target, you want to make sure you have a really clean sight picture, and from right there you want to lock all of your upper body. You want to just kind of lock it in place, And then from then on, you don't want to do any turning with your arms, your wrist, anything like that, because that adds a lot of pivot points. What you want to do is lock that in there and turn from the hips. So you want to almost kind of be like a turret, and then, you know, firing, and that's how you kind of get as you get smoother. And so when you're thinking about trying to do speed steal, it's really easy to try and just go bang, 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 and shoot really fast. But the main thing is, you'll shoot really inaccurate if you're trying to go too fast. So the main thing is smooth equals fast. Fast does not equal smooth. So that's my biggest piece of advice. No matter what your skill level is, make sure it's smooth. You know, when you draw the gun, you want to draw. You don't want to be jerking on target and jerking it around. And I had a little bit of problem with that because I was trying to go super fast on some of them, so I'd overshoot them and then I'd shoot them again, and I get a little frazzled, so I'd, you know, bang, bang, bang. But the main thing is, on the ones you saw that I did really well on, it almost just kind of looked like I was just a machine going bang, 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 bang. Everything was locked in. You know, recoil control isn't too much of a problem in speed steal, just because rather than having to shoot a target twice, you're more like shooting it and then you get to move on. So the gun is plenty time to come back down before your next target. So my biggest piece of advice would be move like a turret, be really smooth with all your actions, and make sure you're watching your front sight on some of them. I know I have a tendency to just kind of be focusing on the target and kind of see the blur back here, but when I'm not being smooth, it's really easy with a pistol, especially, you know, a short one, to kind of get those sights out of whack, and then all of a sudden you're bang, 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 and you're just missing. So make sure you see that front sight post, make it real clear, and make all of your movements as smooth as possible. If you do that, I guarantee you'll be shooting faster and more accurate, and it's going to be a heck of a lot more fun. Alright guys, I'll be putting out a third episode pretty soon, but I'll see you guys then. Take it easy. Sorry, video's not over yet. I forgot something. Put any questions or comments in the comments below. Feel free to rate it, subscribe if you want to. I'm going to be coming out with lots of episodes. And ask me questions if you have any questions whatsoever about speed steal. Anything at all. Just put it in there. And I'll try and make a video if a lot of people ask. Or just maybe give you a message in the comments so other people can see it too. So feel free, put any questions down there. See you guys.